Hello, everyone. It is I, the Reverend Godfather, main host and frontman for the Long Coat Mafia podcast. Where to find that podcast will be in the description down below. So please check us out there. And if you like this content that I put out every so often, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and if you like the videos, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that we are even though the Long Coat Mafia podcast has been around for 5 years, that we're putting out decent content and we are trying on this platform, despite them moving the goalposts almost weekly, if not daily. Now, to the meat and potatoes, and to get off the whole YouTube aspect. I have an update in regards to my angry rant I put out yesterday in regards to Geek Fuel and how I feel they either ripped me off or scammed me. I still believe that they ripped me off. I do not believe in any way, shape, or form scammed me. But again, I think they ripped me off. And to kind of sum up or recap of what happened for those who don't want to watch the full 36-minute video that I put out yesterday, what happened was November 30th. November 30th. I saw an ad, or at least during that time, I saw an ad on Facebook and from Geek Fuel saying, "Hey, we have a promotion right now, saying that hey, if you get a box, you get a bonus box." I was like, hey, I'm still trying to find my groove in regards to coming off one hell of a year with everything that's going on globally, me coming down with diabetes and being in the hospital for 2 weeks and recouping, in that whole regards. And maybe this, Geek Fuel and doing an unboxing for this channel will help me get back into that groove. Find that groove again. Find that excitement that I had when I was doing unboxings. And little did I realize that Geek Fuel, in a way, would rip me off. So what happened was I gave Geek Fuel $32. My bank statement online reflects that, and that on November 30th, I paid Geek Fuel $32. And at that time, I was stupid. I made some assumptions that I should not have. And I was just thinking, 2 boxes. What a great way to, get a running start back into putting content on this YouTube channel instead of just audio content for Long Coat Mafia podcast on our Podbean, and which goes to the usual platforms. The reason why I was stupid and making assumptions is because, well, in the past, I subscribed to these guys. That's right, I subscribed to these guys. Loot Crate. And I felt, they never really did me wrong. They were, out of all the times that, I subscribed to them, they might have been late once. Very late. And that's when they were starting to have problems. I don't know if they have problems now, but still. And out of all the other kind of subscription boxes like Loot Crate, Geek Fuel is the only one I've had problems with and I felt ripped off of, in a way. And let me tell you this. The reason why what happened was part of this is, let me explain Loot Crate. At the time of when I was subscribed to Loot Crate, what would happen is they would tell folks, at least through their influence program, or those who did unboxings and were sponsored by Loot Crate, what that person would say either on YouTube or Facebook that did an unboxing for these folks would say, hey, if you subscribe by the midnight Pacific Standard Time on the 19th of every month, meaning before it turned into the 20th of that month, you'd be able to get that month's crate. Which means if I got home at 10 p.m. on the 19th here Eastern Standard Time, and I wanted Loot Crate, and I wasn't really a subscriber, or I want to renew my subscription to Loot Crate, I can easily do so and get, let's say this past month, November, get November's Loot Crate, which is sent out maybe the 20th, 21st. That's how Loot Crate does things. And on the 5th of every month, you get rebuilt. But let me just say this. If between the 20th of a month and the 5th of the month, you put, or I should say, I'll go even better. Between the 20th of a month and the 19th of the next month, you pay for the next month. Or I should say, the 20th. It's like, let's say on the 21st. Let's do it a couple of days later. The 21st of November or the 25th of November. I go up to the website for Loot Crate and say, hey, Loot Crate, I want to re-up. Send me a box. They're going to tell me, yep, it's $20. You're going to get a 3X t-shirt. You're going to get December's crate. You're going to get, you're in for a crate. Congratulations. We're going to have one sent out to you. Now, the 5th comes around. I'm not going to be charged again. They already charged me for a crate. They discharged me for December's crate. Not November's. December's. What Geek Fuel did. Now, here's where I think they rip people off of. And they could probably get away with it. What happened was, that's what they don't tell you, is that when they send out their boxes on the 25th. That month's box, which means the 25th of every month, they send out their boxes, their subscription boxes. And within that week, within that couple of days afterwards, maybe even up until the 8th of the next month, you're going to get the previous month's box, which means there's a chance that if on the 2nd of any month, you're going to still get the previous month's box. But it turns out, because I put in my order on the 30th, guess what? Instead of Geek Fuel saying, you know what? Instead of everybody who signs up after the 25th, they're going to be signed up for the next month's box, we're going to call it a bonus box. You pay $32 for that box because we're starting to promote the next month's box. So therefore, we're going to call it a bonus box and everybody's going to be happy. Guess what? You just ripped people off. Because now people think, yeah, I'm going to get 2 boxes in the mail. I'm going to get the upcoming month, in this case what I thought, I'm going to get a bonus box and I'm going to get December's box. That's what pissed me off. Turns out I was wrong. Turns out on the 8th of this past Tuesday, is why I was pissed off, is that they charged, Geek Fuel charged me $32. And roughly 2 a.m. on the dot, on the 8th, they charged me $32. Now, if you're asking, why would that piss you off even further? Normally it wouldn't. But in my account, my bank account, I had 90 some odd dollars sitting in my account. 90 some odd dollars. Again, you're saying, Rev, why would that piss you off? Well, here's why it pissed me off. I was expecting on the 8th to pay Amazon for this. This is a $400 HD camera. Yeah, I know. In the day age of 4K and 5K stuff, what are you doing with a 1080p camera? This is a Zoom Q8. The Zoom Q8, even though it films in HD, dubs as a very good portable mic unit, which means, to give you a little aspect, when it's all set up, it's got mic inputs in the back, and it has its dynamic mic here. So this will allow me to film and look more professional going to cons. That's why I picked it up. It has more uses for me than anything else. And at the time of picking this up, I didn't have the $400 plus for to pay Amazon for this. But Amazon said, "Hey, since you've been a good customer, and this camera is $400, well, for the next couple of months, you get to pay $80 a month." Uh, Me back to work and like, hey, I could pay $80 a month. So in essence, getting a $400 camera for $80 and being able to use it right off the bat, good to be me. So I put in for it. Got the camera. Here it is. Matter of fact, I talk about it in this week's episode of the show. Links to find it in the description down below. Because Geek Fuel decided to take out the $32 at exactly 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 minutes later, Amazon wanted their money for the camera. And they got back from my bank insufficient funds. Now, here I was thinking I had money in my account to pay Amazon for this camera. Matter of fact, I wanted to pay Amazon for this camera. I budgeted Amazon for this camera. And I thought, hey, with Geek Fuel, they wouldn't, ding me. I'm paid for December. As far as I knew, the website said nothing in regards to, we're going to bill you again on the 8th. If that be the case, I would have canceled right then and there. I would have canceled way before the 8th. But they dinged me. They literally dinged me. I had to... What kind of saved my fat, pasty, white, neck-bearded ass was the fact that I got a Christmas card, I don't have it here, from my aunt. Bless her soul. In that card, she gave me a $25 check. Do what I want. Granted, $25 nowadays ain't much, but it helps. Heck, I was going to use that $25 to have a nice big breakfast at the Blue White Grill and spend the day in the downtown Martinsburg area, filming some TikTok videos, trying to get into the groove for all of you and get content for all of you, or make content for all of you out there in some way, shape, or form. And that way our Facebook page, our TikTok channel, our Instagram, maybe even YouTube would have had content for at least a couple of days. But alas, that check had to be deposited into my account to cover the payment for this. Now, I spoke to Amazon today in regards to, hey, I understand that things might have happened yesterday, and the operator, or I should say the customer service rep, said, yeah, we got back, Amazon, or us here at Amazon, tried to get payment from you at 2:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or at least 2:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got back the message from your bank, insufficient funds. And I promptly told them that's because Geek Fuel wanted to be a dick and pretty much rip me off a second time around. It has been taken care of. And I do wish to give you this month's payment because I want to be still in good standing with Amazon in regards to getting more equipment for our channel. To use for our channel and to be as professional and mainstream as we can. Now, the customer service rep said, hey, we put in the paperwork that we got to fill out, expect to pay, in regards to your account. Make sure you don't use what's in your account if the money's there for it. That way you're able to pay us. I went, cool beans. Everything's there. Let's do this. Because I want to pay you guys and gal. At least pay Amazon what I owe Amazon. And she appreciated that, and I thanked her for her service because she was polite, and I wasn't mad at any way, shape, or form Amazon. That this was a screw up on my end. Now, as stated, I did go on to. I mentioned yesterday in regards to how difficult. I might have mentioned how difficult it was to cancel my subscription with Geek Fuel yesterday, and I did put in a comment in regards to their customer service section in regards to that, because there's a form you have to fill out to send into their customer service. Because I didn't know, really didn't know the order number or if it applied. I just wanted to rant and rave. One of the questions was like, what is your reason for contacting us? Now, they don't have a phone number. This was done at 7, well, according to them, it got to them at 12:15 p.m. I filled this out at 7:30 a.m. yesterday. So about 7 when I got up that morning, I filled this out. It took well over close to 5 hours for them to get this. And it's like, I have a question about billing. It's like, what is your issue? What issue are you having with billing? I said, why I was charged again before receiving my box. Because again, I was going by Loot Crate. I was going by Loot Crate's policies in regards to everything. I thought I was being charged again for December's box. Little did I know otherwise. And I said in the message, I said, I paid in the end of November, thinking it would be for the December box, but I was just charged for the December box. Don't wish to have box or subscription. And I got an email today. That's why that was part of what the person's replying to. And I'm not saying this person was very polite in the email. Now, if they go ahead and do it, that's a different story. And it says, hi Rev, thanks for reaching out. A subscription with Geek Fuel automatically renews on the 8th of every month. They never this is me right now. They never tell you that in regards to it. They never tell you that. They tell you after. They lure you and they hook you and they tell you after. I think Loot Crate tells you about that. 8th of each month unless it is canceled. Now that your subscription has been canceled, you'll not be charged moving forward. Thankfully, hopefully, I've canceled your November box for you. And I guess they were able to do that. Because it was canceled and I put the money in, I wasn't expecting this, but I do appreciate, I'll give this to Geek Fuel. I do appreciate them doing this. I've canceled the December box for you and issued a refund of $32. That's good to hear. It may take a few days for your bank to process the refund, and after which you should see it seems a little bit of bad English, but basically what the person's saying is that as soon as the bank processes everything, you'll get the money back. It might take a few days. November is in transit and can be tracked via the link below. Please feel free to reach back out in the future. You're always welcome back. Have a great day. Share, customer service rep, Geek Fuel support. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to spend probably another 20 minutes explaining this crap. Like Loot Crate, let me explain this. Prior to my current job, I used to work for, and I want to keep their name out of it, a major shipping company that has a hidden arrow in their name. But, heck with it. I'm no longer employed, so I don't really care. I worked for FedEx. or a division of FedEx. At the time I started for FedEx, they had several divisions of their company. They had the actual express, the real, kind of the overnight people. The express got to be there in a day. Then you had the ground. Then you had the Smart Post. The company when I went to FedEx and got hired on was for Smart Post. Smart Post pretty much at that time worked with the post office. This is the fact. They had a contract with the post office for the longest time, and during my tenure, if you will, they got the contract for Loot Crate. So every time when I was subbed to Loot Crate, and I saw the Loot Crate boxes come down the belt and come through the building, I knew within about 3 or 4 days I'd be getting my Loot Crate box. So for the most part, I knew how big the boxes were going to be. So, meaning, I forgot when this box was. Let me open it up. I still forgot. It's giving me no hint. But, meaning, if I saw this box come down the line at FedEx, I knew, hey, this is roughly what the size of the box for the month is going to be. And I'd pick it up. It's got some weight to it. It might have, rattles, it was like a kid at Christmas trying to sneak a peek of what I was getting. But the boxes would come in, they'd be sorted and sent out to the postal hubs, which means where I live here in Martinsburg, they would be sorted out into different routes, and the local route for Martinsburg would be sent to, ironically enough, the Hagerstown area, or Harrisburg, or wherever they dealt with Martinsburg. Meaning they would send it to a big hub to send it to the main office to be sorted out for the county. So maybe I want to say about 2-3 years ago, even though we were still considered a Smart Post hub and dealt with the postal service, the building, the whole aspect of Smart Post was merged into ground. To make things easier with ground. So if we got a whole mess ton of ground stuff for Hagerstown, they could handle it. Or if we had issues, we could ship it over to Hagerstown. And Hagerstown, that building, even though they were an official ground building, they were able to at least handle some Smart Post stuff as well. So that was the big thing. So they kind of helped that aspect of things. And because during this time frame, once we were absorbed into ground, another company, UPS, Go Brown, so forth and so on, kind of started their own Smart Post type of deal, and they were undercutting FedEx a lot just to get contracts, whether it was Kohl's, Macy's, Loot Crate, they were undercutting a lot of folks, where FedEx might say, hey, we could ship your package for no lower than like $3. UPS would come and say, hey, we could do it for $2.50. By the way, how is your dealings with FedEx? Did you have problems with FedEx? Why don't you try somebody new? So that's what happened, and those companies just jumped ship to UPS, and things kind of went downhill. And eventually, it's one of the reasons why I kind of left FedEx and kind of switched jobs, is because, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, and I thought because that building was actually transferring over to an official ground building, I figured, just in case they close down, I'm going to be out of work for a while. I don't want that to happen. I got bills to pay. I'm a big fellow. I have to eat. So, that being said, in regards to tracking uh, according to the tracking, said it should be delivered by Saturday the 12th. Now, it wouldn't be the first time. Now, the thing is, it I want to say this. Expand expand history. The thing is here, I don't know what if this is being delivered via FedEx or United States Postal Service. Now, the tracking number says FedEx. It could be delivered via FedEx. It could be delivered via the Postal Service for all I know. Um, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. As far as I know, FedEx, this particular building, does not handle mail anymore. They handle ground stuff. They actually handle FedEx stuff. But uh, and there's been times that I'm familiar that our facility, the facility I was at, sent stuff to Hagerstown. Hagerstown said, you know what, we're sending that product back to Martinsburg, and we want, why do we have Hagerstown's truck back? And we sent it back, and product was sent back and forth for like 3 or 4 days, in regards to everything, pissing people like myself off. It's like, why is stuff, going back and forth for 3 or 4 days? But I spoke to my mail carrier today, because that tracking number that I just clicked on, that I know you can't really see, it says FedEx now. Just that the way it was saying is that the website was saying United States Postal Service, yet it was also giving me FedEx. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I could be getting a bonus as much as the pessimistic, angry man at Geek Fuel is right now. There's part of me that thinks that there might actually be a box headed my way via the Postal Service. Now, here's what I'm thinking now, because because again, it seemed confusing. Like one site said track your package on this particular app, and when I did that, it said it's being delivered via the Postal Service, and yet here again, FedEx. Spoke to my postal carrier today, and I said, I was kind of expecting a box today. Depending on the company that I'm dealing with, it's either FedEx or you guys, the Postal Service. I'm not knocking you. It's like, I'm surprised I didn't get the box today. And he said, yeah, there's a good reason for that. He said, first of all, he was like very polite. Like, what makes you think you're going to get the box today? I said, well, I seen a couple of YouTubers get what I'm expecting in their mail today. I said, he's like, I can understand that. I said, but let me tell you something. Because the place I used to work for no longer does their thing, and I don't think UPS does it for this area. Their facility got swamped. That's right. The main post office here in Martinsburg got swamped. Literally, they said, the guy was telling me they're like 3 weeks behind. No, I'm sorry. They got 3 people working their whole back room. They're like maybe over a week. You might have said like 2 weeks behind everything, because they only have 3 people working the back room, working all the packages in the back room. So there's a chance if I am getting that bonus box, I might not get it until like near Christmas. So there might be a chance, even though I'll be reviewing November's box, which if I'm looking at right, is literally a piece of crap. And I'll be complaining about that too, because apparently what they're promoting now is crap. What they're trying to get past off, they literally have. I'll get into it. You know what? I'm going to save it for when I get the box, and I'll save the unboxing for Sunday night, or if not Monday. But it looks like the way things are going, because again, I got the email, stating, I don't know if I could put my phone back on, and according to everything, I am, because after that email, which was sent out, ironically, I got the refund notification prior to getting the customer service email, because the refund notification came at 7:23 p.m. and the customer service email came 2 minutes later. Um, the I got it says, dear High Rev, doesn't say dear, it says High Rev. Geek Fuel has refunded your order for a total of $32. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to Geek Fuel directly. Thank you. And I'll tell you this, because I'm that kind of guy. I'm literally that type of guy. I'm not going to hold. I'm mad at Geek Fuel. Do I think they ripped me off? Yes, I do. Am I going to recommend Geek Fuel? Probably not. It'll probably be a while before I go back to Geek Fuel. I might actually try Loot Crate again. I might actually try Loot Crate again. See if they had, because they had trouble last year, 2019. I want to see if they got their act together this year, or next year or two, or next couple of months. I might check again to see how they do, see if they change, because the company kind of has a new group of people taking over. I want to know what's inside. So there's that. In essence, I'll hold true to what I said yesterday, which is that the folks at Poddex think because I kind of gave them a bad review, I'm one of their haters. I'll roll with it. It's like, but here's the thing. I'd rather see you guys, because of the pandemic, start a podcast. And as much as I don't like the product, I don't think it's helpful for me and, my brand. Pick it up. It might be helpful for you. You might get some fun out of it. Baseline, as I said yesterday, I got content out of it. Not the way they probably thought, but I got content out of it. But I'll say that. It's like, as much as I don't like, no frills, I might get some laughs out of it. I might, turn on a camera and, film a video in regards to making fun of, pod decks with big candy. Who knows? But I will say this. I'll probably try other loot boxes as a one-time thing. There's a few out there that I don't mind trying. Heck, I'd rather sink my teeth into a few other folks. I might, do something else. Who knows? Who knows? I want to say this. I still have another couple of months before this gets paid off. But I like this because, again, I'm able to at least get decent recordings from cons. Hopefully, I'll be able to go to a con or two next year. But will this help us at events? Yes. This will earn us money, but to give you guys a little bit of a review, one thing I didn't find out until yesterday, I gave this a favorable review in regards to what it's overall what it's used for. But one thing I didn't like is that it films things in 17-minute increments. That's right. It films things in 17-minute increments. It doesn't like long form. That's why I'm currently filming this on my computer using the webcam for it. But I'm sure I'm able to use this as a webcam. I just didn't feel like choosing it or having it set up right here. But we'll get into that later. I hope I said I felt ripped off. I still, once I get the box, I'll do an unboxing. It's supposed to weigh 5 pounds. Hopefully, that's probably part of what I saw. I hope it doesn't, it's not. I'm hoping there's more to the box than what I saw today. So, let's see if I could go down. I'm going to do this probably live. Let's see here. Turn it on. Yeah. The gentleman's name is Frank. The YouTuber that I saw open up his box was Franchise Kicks, and in his box was like 3 items. It was a shirt, um, a snow globe, a book, and that was it. Literally 3 things. And he said normally it's like no 4. There was a bag of microwave popcorn in it too. I'm hoping there's more than that. And he said the shirt felt like crap. So what we're gonna do is when we get it, I'm gonna grab myself one of these shirts. This is a Loot Crate T-shirt, and we're going to compare it. We're going to compare how it feels. We're going to give it the whole 9 yards, so to speak. I'll give you a lowdown, tell you if this box is worth it. Am I expecting anything next month? No, no. As much as I'm kind of right now disappointed that I'm not getting a December box, I'm happy that I'm getting the $32 back. What I'm going to do with that, like I said, because I'm that type of guy. What I'm going to do is with that money, once I get that money back, I'm going to do what I had planned to do. I'm going to take that money. I'm going to go down to the Blue and White, have my breakfast, have a good meal out of it, have my coffee. Take the $25, give the whole thing to the waitress. Those folks deserve it. You know, the whole, whatever the change is. If my meal is $10, $12, they're going to get the equivalent of that meal back in tip because they deserve it. They're wonderful folks there. They're nice folks. They got to deal with my fat, neck bearded, pasty ass. So, it'd be my Christmas, funds to them, and everybody will be happy in regards to that, and I'll be more than satisfied. I'll give them a hefty tip. I might actually spend more than my usual amount and get some bacon with the my breakfast. So, take care. I'm the Reverend Godfather, and I know this particular video is about the same length as the Angry Rant. So, take care. Stay tuned for this upcoming week's episode, which will drop on Monday. It's going to be a retrospective, but hopefully within the next week or two after that, it will be another hostful. Good chance it'll be with. I'll try to see if I can get Big Candy in somehow in regards to doing it end of the year type of ordeal. Maybe we could have a cup of coffee at Engage, or kind of do the episode at Blue White Grill, as noisy as it is, with our new piece of equipment. So instead of recording things on our phone, we could sit this right between the two of us, or in this case, with the screen facing me, record the audio, see how everything is sounding, and put out the episode after that. So, hopefully we can do things right and have that better meal at the Blue and White without having me go to the hospital at the end of the day. So, again, take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll probably see you guys and gals again. If not, on our podcast, links to the Long Coat Mafia podcast will be down below. Probably see you guys next on this channel unless I have something else to rant and rave again. Probably see you on Twitch. Probably see you when I actually open up. I get the Loot Crate Fuel box, Geek Fuel box in. I'm sorry, and open it like I do with the Loot Crate boxes. So take care, everyone. Be safe and everything else, and let me upload this video to YouTube, and all our social media links are down below in the description as well. Please like and follow our social media stuff if you like those on, especially this video. Like the video if you like it, so forth and so on. Usual rhetoric. Links are in the description. Hope to see you guys following us on our social media. Good day, good night, good week.